Hello, this is Bonsai, or known as XL, and I'm going to be talking about the Blue Destiny Unit 2. And the Blue Destiny Unit 2 is just, it's one of those raids that it's really kind of really hard to use, especially with the only 12,000 HP and ballistic resistance and beam resistance. And yeah, it's kind of a pain in the ass, and if you want to drop some good stuff on it, I recommend you drop for melee strength. And you can add some turn rate on this mole suit, but yeah, turn rate is not going to save you from people who have lock-on sights from a mile away with beam weapons or whatever. And yeah, this mole suit kind of reminds me of the Pixie, but the Pixie is just it's just a little bit more of a surprise aspect. But as you can see, I'm just putting some parts on here, just random stuff, you know. I'm just customizing it, you know, adding things here and there. And the thing about this Blue Destiny, I feel like this Blue Destiny Unit 2 is probably the worst out of the whole bunch of the Blue Destinies. Like, I'd rather use the Unit 1 and Unit 3. But sometimes the melee of this mobile suit, it needs a little bit more of a kick to this thing. And almost every single match that I'm using this Blue Destiny in high tier matches, I don't even last long with this thing, like ever. So yeah, I have some basically some specific matches with this mole suit, and you know, I like the whole color aspect with this mole suit, so it's pretty goddamn decent with this thing. And you know, a lot of these videos I have to do everything in a rush because I'm always in a rush to do things. So yeah, Blue Destiny Unit 2, and you know, on paper it looks fine, you know what I mean? And sometimes on paper it looks fine, but I feel like I'm goddamn freaking paper. I feel like someone just stabbing this paper with a goddamn freaking pencil. And they're just poking holes in this mobile suit. And this mobile suit is kind of like one of those glass cannons a lot of the times. And when I mean glass cannons, it's just, it gets shot up to hell, you know. You just come in there looking all Swiss cheese looking with this thing. But you know, players can do some good stuff, but you know, majority of the time you have to hide, and then attack. And then that was kind of weird. I don't know why did that melee not connect right there. So that was kind of weird stuff. But you know, when you're using this mole suit, don't attack generals with this thing. Just try to stay away from generals with this specific raid. A lot of other raids could do a lot more of a better job, you know, approaching generals, and generally, you know, the generals are going to look at you like, huh, that's a raid with 2 beam sabers, we have 5 beam sabers over here. And you know, it's just, you get the picture. Now it's got really nice speed. You know, it's got amazing speed. And sometimes I feel like the boost is kind of like alright, you know, it's kind of like mediocre. But the whole weaponry on this mole suit is kind of lackluster. What you want to do is you know, have the whole switch wheel on this mole suit with the rockets and then your beam gun, or charge up your beam gun and then your rockets. But if you know your enemy opponent catches you recharging your beam gun, you're really fudged in a lot of these moments, especially for a raid. And you know, when you have a general that has recharge on your beam gun, you're just like, yeah, I'm gonna charge my gun. I'm a general, ha ha ha. And then you can take shots. You can take shots. This mobile suit, you cannot take shots. And you have one shot, and when I mean one shot, you have one shot to get into a whole confrontation, a whole scenario with this mole suit. And if you mess up that shot, this mole suit is legitimately bye-bye. And when I mean bye-bye, you won't stand like a long chance. And in ground combat, this mole suit is just, it's so hard to use this in ground. Like I've had so many high tier matches when I'm trying to use this mole suit in high tier. I just can't stand it. I just really can't stand using this mole suit in high tier matches. But if you're a player in high tier matches, and when I mean high tier matches, I mean playing matches with A players or A plus players or S minus players, it's going to be very rare to see a Blue Destiny Unit 2 to get first place back to back with this thing. And yeah, I feel like I'm using crutches sometimes when I'm trying to approach players with this mole suit. But this mole suit is absolutely fun in low tier matches. And when I mean low tier matches, I mean like low tier players like D minus, C, maybe B, if you're lucky enough. But yeah, I was busting some pretty damn cheese maneuvers, and there's one video in here was a repeat with this mole suit. I just don't have time to do games with this thing. And it's really nice that it has exam, and exam is pretty damn legit. And these Blue Destinies are basically from a manga series, I believe, and pretty cool stuff. Now I'm trying to go after this guy right here. Simple stuff. And approaching a player like that in high tier matches, the probability of that is just really low. Because basically when there are high tier players, they have their eyes bobbing everywhere. They have their eyes looking at every little goddamn freaking pixel. And in these low tier matches, I can play with a lot of these dudes. And these were matches from 2 to 3 months ago or something like that. And the Blue Destiny has some pretty nice casual maneuvers. And when I mean casual maneuvers, you got the really nice speed. Now, in a lot of these moments, I am staying hidden. And, staying hidden in high tier matches like this, they catch you before you can even get hidden with this mole suit. Literally. Look at the amazing speed. I feel like this mole suit should be 2 times faster than it's supposed to be in in high tier matches, you know what I mean? It's a raid, for Christ's sakes, you know what I mean? But when you're in exam mode, you can literally pivot this mole suit. You can turn You can, man, do all sorts of things with this mole suit. And majority of the times, every single time I really want to use that that cannon right there, I just can't really get one of those cannons. I'm actually surprised that cannon did not hit me. Right over here, amazing clash. I really wish I had my color on this goddamn account, but oh well. But you know, you could use this mobile suit so goddamn freaking fluently. And when I mean fluently, I mean like you come in there with a cup of tea and you're just like, yeah. Alright. Trying to get a nice angle on this guy. Miss my melee. And I'm not even the best player either too. So I'm just like doing what I can with this mole suit. And you know, this mole suit has some really nice maneuver armor. It's got this dodge roll, you know. It's got two blades, you know. The right cheek slap and the left cheek slap. And this is, you know, one of those nimble bots, you know what I mean? But when you're in high tier matches, generals start feeling real thirsty. You start feeling goddamn filthy thirsty. They be drinking all kinds of water. They be drinking like the water with the bugs, the water with the mud, the water with the plants. They be drinking all kinds of nasty water. And you know, just yeah, that's when you're a yeah. But you know, you gotta repair them blue balls. These goddamn blue Destiny balls all the time. Now, when you're engaging players, you just have to choose your moments. One moment, this mole suit just melts. And when I mean melts, it's just the HP just doesn't exist anymore. You know, and when I'm using this mole suit in these low tier matches, it looks good on paper. You know what I mean? It really does. It really looks good on chalkboard. You know, you start writing like, oh, this is the math equation of becoming really beast with this thing. But then when you answer that math equation, you were absolutely wrong. You're just like, god damn, that's not the right answer. Right there, I was able to slap a nasty shot right into the player's artillery strike right there, which, you know, I just got absolutely lucky right there. And throughout all these videos in these low tier matches, these ain't just luck. This is just mere skill of going ham. But when you're using this thing in, you know, rated, oh man, they literally slam the book at your face. Alright, so I'm going over here, trying to do some really nice shots. Surprised my melee reached the very tip of that dude's toe. But yeah, it's just, it's not a mobile suit that I'm just going to literally kick back and feel confident. It's not going to be like one of those mobile suits where I'm just going to be like, oh yeah, I'm going to get some really, really nice matches with this thing. Oh yeah. And that's the thing, you know, a lot of players, they would be watching my videos and they learn some, you know, pretty damn decent techniques. And you know, look at this man, he was just glitching all over the place. I was just like, I cannot handle this. He probably activated his kill switch. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna get this man. I was like, no, I know your game, so I'm out of here. Alright, so I was just basically retreating, trying to keep a nice distance away from that dude because he was getting another team member by his side. I didn't want to get 2v1. And I believe this was a 6-0 match with this thing, which is, you know, pretty damn amazing. But usually when you're using this mole suit in high tier matches, you usually get six deaths and 0 kills, you know. So it could literally be the whole sort of different direction. Now you have to take cover non-stop with this thing. Cover, 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 and then find a good moment and then attack. Then cover, 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 then cover, 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 then a good moment to attack. I wanted to go after the enemy support because that was my job. And as you can see a lot of these low tier players, they are not protecting the enemy support. But the enemy support was able to do some really nice devastating damage on me. I wanted to get into a really good momentum with this mole suit. And one shot is all he needs to finish me off. It's all he needs. Right there, was able to do a nice shot from a long distance with this beam rifle, and that's what I love about beam rifles. With these recharge beam rifles, you can literally, you know, get some really nice distance shots. And I have really good videos with a GBO2 D where I'm able to do some really nice distance shots. It's basically a ranged mobile suit, so you always have to keep your range. But yeah, the recharge of this mole suit kind of reminds me of the Gundam, or you know, one of those gel googs with the recharge beams, those blue Destinies. But yeah, good stuff. Sometimes this mole suit can be. I believe I have some really good videos of with this mole suit in I believe in high tier matches, but they were videos from way back. And you know, majority of the times when high tier players watch my videos, they're like, oh yeah, that's a good spot to take cover. I'm gonna copy this dude's strategy and take cover at this specific location and take advantage of approaching dudes, you know. And when I'm playing this game, I tend to invent type of maneuvers, you know what I mean. And that's how you're supposed to play this game. You're supposed to invent ways to approach players. And when you're using this mole suit, it's just sometimes it's just nothing to invent when you're trying to approach players, because when you approach them, your HP is gone. It's like literally like buttermilk, man. Going in. And right here, I'm just basically caught naked, floating in space right there. And that's the thing, you know, when you're using this specific raid. Right there, I was able to do a nice clutch attack right there. Another clutch attack. Trying to keep a nice distance against that enemy player. Pop the exam because I had little bit of health. And you know, that's the thing about using this exam. If you were on ground combat, shooting you in the legs really doesn't matter sometimes. So I'm going over here, trying to pot shot some nice rockets right there on that dude, and my back is pretty open right there. Wanted to come in, and that's the thing, when you're approaching like that, it gives enemy players a very big fat opportunity to land your very big shots. But I'm telling you, a lot of things I say, you know, it's like kind of stating the obvious a lot of these moments, but stating the obvious, sometimes players don't know certain things that I explain. I'm trying to go catch up, and you know, that's one of those freaking awesome benefits with this mole suit. You can literally boost into combat pretty damn quick, you know, and I'm giving it, you know, some pretty damn decent points for that. Try to go after this raid right here, and that's one of those nasty raids I want to stay away from. Extremely nasty. I'd rather use that GM Striker than this one that I'm currently using right now. Absolutely nasty raid right there. You could stun lock dudes with that thing, literally. I'm trying to use this general as cover, and you know, that's a extra technique for you to know. You can use your generals as cover, so you can literally be right behind general players, and you know, it's really helpful, especially when you are a raid, and you know, if you're trying to cover some distance, you can do that. Right here, I knocked my dude down, just don't have time to say sorry. Trying to stay away from that crazy artillery right there. Hit the opponent's shield. Was able to do a nice clutch shot right there. The flickety flick, you know, you just gotta feel the flick of your finger. You just gotta finger it right there. Boom. There you go. And you know, a lot of players that I know who try to use this mole suit, they always say the same thing. They always like, oh yeah, that mole suit's really hard to use. You know, this mole suit's just getting a really nice matches with this thing. It's just very difficult. But when your shield breaks, I believe you get like double the speed. So yeah, some nice stuff. But yeah, that was a really nice score in low tier matches. Woohoo! Yay, low tier matches. Okay, now when you're trying to do 1v1s with this mole suit against generals, it's just really funny. You just don't even stand a chance sometimes. But when you launch your exam in those moments, man, you get some really nice and maximum speed with this thing. Going over here, trying to get a nice shot right here over here. Finished off the very first opponent. And basically, I'm actually a S minus player in disguise. So it's kind of messed up. Alright, so I'm trying to go after this guy. Trying to go after this dude. There we go. Good old fashioned slap right there. Maybe I should just literally drop my battle rating all the way to maybe C, and maybe I could get a little bit more better matches. I think 90% of the time when I'm doing those rated matches, I end up losing. I don't know why, but it's just so stupid. Every single time. But oh well. That's what happens when you go to rated and you're using raids all the time. But hey. Alright, so try to go after this guy over here. Those DOMs, I wanted to keep a nice distance away from those mobile suits. The Psycom Zaku is just, he was using that mole suit absolutely wrong. He was supposed to stay back and not engage in the front lines and use the amazing boost that that mobile suit has. And the boost of the Psycom Zaku, it's just, whoa, you know what I mean? You feel the speed roll through your veins. Now I'm over here using my exam, trying to pick a nice opportunity. Another mole suit that I've been dying to use is, you know, the Gaplant. And the Gaplant, I believe it received a amazing buff. Like, they received a lot of nice, beautiful buffs for that Gaplant. So that's one of those mole suits that I really want to get invested into. But, you know, then I start receiving a bunch of the messages, players saying, oh, you suck, blah 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 blah, you suck, blah 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 blah. Bruh, I'm a raid. Maybe I should literally spam almost every single player in the game. When I win a game, I should literally spam, oh, you suck, blah 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 blah, you suck, blah 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 blah. But look, alright, so I'm trying to go over here, go into melee. Beautiful finisher right there on the support. And that's the thing about supports, man. They can't do nothing. They can't do nothing against raids. And that's a sad thing. Alright, let's try and go. Backward flip. I don't know why I did a backward flip, but oh well. And you know, when you're using this mole suit, it's basically got these chest machine guns, then it's got these Vulcans that it currently has, then it's got this really nice beam rifle, then it's got these rockets, you know, just like the Destiny units, you know what I mean? Wanted to pop exam, I wanted to show him that I'm activating Super Saiyan mode on this thing. Trying to freaking freaking activate Natsu from freaking Fairy Tail mode. Okay, there we go. Trying to land some really nice shots in there. But you know, as you can see, I'm just trying to approach these players, and you know, you don't get games like this in high tier matches with this specific mobile suit. If you do, it's just either you are absolutely lucky and no one was looking at you, or some other reason. But yeah, look how blind some players are. I'm repairing, and I don't know why, but I've been getting a lot of players who just can't see me when I'm repairing, and he just literally whizzed by me, so I'm just like, okay, fine. Trying to approach this GM intercept, and you know, that GM intercept is just nice. It's really amazing in space, just really amazing. Now, the blue Destiny Unit 1 has some pretty damn solid specs, especially with the rocket that it basically currently has. And when you land that, oof, you don't have to wait for your full 6 rockets to come out of this mobile suit. But yeah, you could do a stagger combination with the beam rifle and I believe the chest machine guns. So yeah, you could do some pretty good combos. You could do some switches here and there. Going in, trying to approach this guy. And at the whole specific scenario, as you can see, there are literally 4 enemy players right there. What I was doing was basically kind of one of those reckless type of things. But when you're using this mobile suit, you have to get reckless to get first place with this mobile suit. You just have to. It's just one of those things you gotta know when you're using this this raid. You just can't be hiding throughout the whole match and not expect to get really nice results with this blue Destiny Unit 2. Trying to go after this Barzam. The flick of my blade did not get this man, and his toes are absolutely chopped off. I call that the guillotine cut. Activating exam with the last HP I have with this thing. Going in real nice and deep with this bad boy. Alright, so you know, having these sort of matches is just, it's so painful. I'm just watching these, I'm like, man, I wish I had these sort of matches when I'm in high tier matches, in quick matches and rated, but I don't get that. I don't get chances like that ever. But man, it's hella beast when you get first place in like A+ matches or S-. And you know, when you get like a match like that, you have the right to show off your score getting first place with this thing, because man, boy oh boy, it's really hard. Like the armor of this mobile suit, it's so paper thin. It just doesn't have that much resistance. I just want this mobile suit to succeed. And if I wanted to rate this mobile suit, I'd give this mobile suit like a 8 out of 10. Because, you know, I think I've used this mobile suit multiple times. But, you know, I had basically 2 videos of the Blue Destiny in high tier matches, and I got like a 4th place and a 3rd place with this mobile suit. But I've used this mobile suit many times, and I couldn't find those videos, so I just put some repeats in here just to replace them. But this is what you're going to expect, like naturally, when you're going against like a group of high tier players when they don't really see anything coming. Now, yeah, this thing is pretty damn effective. And you know, the Gaian was trying to go after me. He was waiting for me to get staggered. I did not want to get attacked by the Gaian's melee. The Gaian's melee is just one of those things I want to keep away of. And you know, a lot of people know how the Gaian works, so they know how the melee basically works with this mobile suit. It's really nice, solid stuff. The enemy Jelgook disrupted me right there, which is really good. I really need to stop doing these videos with repeats. But hey, this is you know, one of those moments when I was talking about this this player gonna make you quit. That player is basically a, you know, high tier player in disguise, and me and him, we were doing some really nice teamwork. We were basically 2 Blue Destinies doing some really nice savage approach moments against players right over here. So we were just working together. I wanted him to get the piece of the action right there, so he got it. I believe the gonna make you quit right there, he probably got 1st place in this match. It's real nice stuff. Right over here. Someone got the kill. Oh well. Not gonna cry about it. Alright, so yeah. Really nice stuff. Have an enemy telling my behind. He is mad drooling for my ass right now, so I have to keep my distance from this guy. Doing that, doing this, doing that, blah blah blah. Okay. Now, the thing about the Blue Destiny unit is that you can escape. I was about to park my mobile suit right there at that specific moment, and that was a good idea for me to not do that right there. Trying to make him lose distance, playing the game catch up with this guy. At this moment in his mind, he is probably thinking, "You freaking coward, why are you running away?" But oh well, I wanted to live. But hey, that's the Blue Destiny. 8 out of 10. It's a good mobile suit. Does some decent work. See y'all later.